We have letters that you combine that make the sound of a different letter, and then oh my God. And we have rappers that add numbers to their names.
It's getting wild out here.
I can't.
But we have our next match all ready and starting up right now. JDowT of the Ridley we saw earlier versus CanPakes. I'm happy he made it through because I love that tag.
And we now have two big bodies that are going to be playing this game right now, and all of a sudden K-Rool is moving and grooving. Use that inhale on the gun, which is a really odd addition in this game, but I really like that it's there.
Yeah. People are kind of saying that K-Rool's bad or good, depending on, like, you know, XYZ. I feel like he's one of those characters that's a necessary evil. One of those characters that can press buttons and you have to respect it. Just like that forward tilt. Having a fair amount of armor on it means that you have to kind of look out for it.
He didn't mash out. Is there going to be edge guard? No, there's not. So a thing about K-Rool that people aren't aware of, the hitbox above him is huge, but you can hit him from the side. You jump down there beside him, you ride with him with an aerial, and that stock is gone.
Yeah, it's very doable, especially with Ridley, who has a very long up B and 2 jumps. But now, because he didn't do that, this should kill. Oh, okay, never mind.
He had plenty of time to mash out, I believe, because he was starting on the right side of the stage.
Well, it's relative to Ridley's percent. So, like, if he has less percent than you, then it's way harder to mash out.
Gotcha. Maybe that time he was just done. Rool gonna shoot him back out. Stock not gone yet, but he's at one. He went deep for it. Okay, and that stock is gone after all. Talk about a very unorthodox edge guard, but it definitely works out on the side of CanPakes.
Yeah, and thinking about that up B, like you said, so little knockback, huge hitbox, but Ridley's recovery is so linear and exploitable that, you know, you don't really need much, and K-Rool makes this back. Oh no, he touched the ledge just a little bit to stall him out. He has so much momentum that just got shorted out by that one little touch. Because of that, he's a full stock behind. CanPakes has a lot of work to do, and he's looking like he's put on the working pants, and he has his gun online. No, but still great almost comeback from him, putting on a lot of damage on that stock.
Yeah, oh
Never
my God,
mind, he died.
Why didn't he play like this earlier? It looked like CanPakes had to self-destruct before he really started playing his game. He is swinging, and it is working. Like this far away play, you know, has not done nearly as much work as this up close, which he's doing right now. He is swinging, it is working. Slugfest right now.
And Ridley's, or excuse me, K-Rool's hitbox are just so big that Ridley has to kind of occupy that zone a little bit. And because of that, you have to occupy that danger that it was always potentially there in that back air, in those smash attacks, in anything. K-Rool should be able to make this back. Nice weight on that. Just grab the ledge, not get tagged by the down smash, and staying alive and bringing it back, almost taking a lead. Actually, all things considered, I would say it's a lead from him.
Definitely would say that as well. Oh, but that is gone. Great stuff coming in from JDowT. He's like, look, things are getting rough, but I'm not afraid. I still got a game plan. I'm going to stick to it.
Yeah, and I like how he played that last stock. I mean, CanPakes had so much momentum to him. He was getting all these hits. He was taking like a stock and a half and just really giving him the hand, for lack of a better term. But recognizing to say, okay, I just need to get one hit. Even though I might be a little bit frazzled, even though he has a lot of momentum, my up smash has intangibility to it. It's like Falco's pretty much, except starting from behind him.
Great tool. Great option that he chose right there as well. I would like, at least on the side of CanPakes, I'd like to see him maybe grab. You know, K-Rool does have a fantastic grab. It does actually ground your opponent, force them to mash out. And maybe not get caught so much by the up B diagonally down. You know, every time that JDowT was at that particular angle, he would always go onto the stage because I guess he just didn't want to risk messing up on the ledge.
Yeah. I mean, timing that recovery specifically is kind of hard because really it doesn't have, like, you know, the 18 billion directions that Fox has. He has 4. He has his up, forward, backwards, and down. And down wasn't cutting it, back wasn't cutting it, up wasn't cutting it. So spacing that properly against K-Rool kind of waiting there.
It's going to be difficult.
Yeah, but something that has to be done, or else you're just going to be losing stocks to recovering.
That's definitely true. And it looks like clearly they're talking to their coaches.
Yeah.
He's like, all right, look, little puppy, this is what went wrong. What should I do?
Fido's over there like, can we go for a walk now?
It's like, you know, I get a treat? Like, I'm confused.
Yeah. All right, do I get a treat if I tell you to, like, pick Inkling?
Ooh, there we go. Okay, or if I tell you to pick Isabelle.
Okay. A lot of stuff Isabelle's today. Interesting.
See, I was correct. I was really talking to a dog.
Yeah. It's like, just pick me. And I was like, okay.
All right.
CanPakes like, all right, let's go. So here we go. Isabelle versus, or Isabelle played by CanPakes versus Ridley played by JDowT. And maybe he saw Debbie Star's set and was like, okay, I think I can do that too. I can make that work. Goes for a down smash, not quite finding it. And so far, CanPakes isn't quite looking like Debbie Star's Isabelle right off the bat because the forward air chains aren't quite as tight and he's not getting as much off them. But now he's starting to get it warmed up a bit more.
Definitely is. Not down by too much. I think it is going to come down to edge guards, though, because Ridley, even though Ridley isn't the heaviest character, it's still heavy enough to survive Isabelle forward air and back air for quite some time.
Gets tagged by that. And also, like we saw a mechanic there, if Ridley's charging the fireball and you hit him out of it, he takes a bit of damage and he has that stagger animation, but he never takes knockback. Even at 999%. It's so weird. It has to be like while he's charging it, though, not while he's launching.
Gotcha.
Gets the grab. Gets an up throw, not quite killing it just yet. Like you said before, Ridley, not that heavy, but heavy enough to survive a lot of these.
Yeah, definitely true. We're not going to do it. Charging that F smash, not able to get it quite yet, but that's going to definitely do it. That's one of the times where, you know, you get hooked by a fishing rod and you say, look, bring me home with you. Don't send me back out.
Please, yeah. At least I get to live a little bit longer. Put me in the cooler. And now, I mean, cooler is not here because CanPakes has no chill. That first stock, or that second stock, is getting a lot of damage added on 65, almost completely unanswered.
Yeah, it's looking very difficult for JDowT. It would be very unfortunate if JDowT falls to 2 Isabelles.
Ooh.
And that's that up B I was referring to. You know, he always goes to kind of that angle. Oh, there's a, I was going to say a missed punish, but he does manage to get that nair, puts him back off stage, and that explains it. JDowT's like, look, I can't grab the ledge. I'll just go on stage and take the damage.
Yeah, I thought they had maybe one more jump also, so not quite committing the up B. Or maybe his input got eaten. Unfortunate, but, you know, it happens. And it happens equally to everyone, so, you know, you just got to try to avoid being in that position. Side B's back onto the stage. Now, how do you get around this fishing rod? Just goes for an up B right in the face, and now the Lloyd Rocket center stage, JDowT has to respect it, or he gets hit right into it. So much damage, and this is looking very rough for him right now.
And I'm really liking the setup with this Lloyd Rocket, really eliminating a lot of that space, and look, even saving CanPakes in some situations. And he's fully aware of it. He's playing behind it intentionally. He's like, look, I don't even have to worry about your command grab as long as I'm behind this Lloyd Rocket.
Should be able to make this back unless he gets 2-framed. He does not, missing an opportunity for a punish on that fishing rod. Now CanPakes is just trying to play it slow and steady, not trying to approach too hard because there's no real reason to, and taking that game with a solid up throw on the side B. The counter pick from
that was
CanPakes.
very clean.
Yeah, playing off huge.
And it looked a little shaky at first, but he definitely pulled it together, made plenty of adjustments. So now it's really in JDowT's corner. Is he going to switch characters, or is he going to kind of stay and say, look, I can make the adjustments and make this work?
I mean, if I had the bracket that JDowT had, if I had a secondary, I would use it right now. Like you played against an Isabelle earlier, like got the hands a little bit. Played against an Isabelle right now, it was a lot more one-sided. So if he has a secondary, this might be his time to bring it out.
I feel that. I definitely feel that. Well, we're going to find out in a couple moments if he's going to opt to go for secondary, if he's just going to try to make those adjustments. It also could be a stage thing. That was Final Destination. Maybe a couple platforms would assist. You might be able to get Isabelle above you, use that up smash when Isabelle tries to land on platforms. There are some options at least.
Yeah, or maybe even like somewhere with closer sides. Like, I don't know if WarioWare is legal in this one, but if it is, it's kind of a double-edged sword, but Ridley has some great horizontal kill moves, and that side B will kill way earlier than it would normal.
It's definitely true.
So they're thinking about it. They're thinking about it, and I don't blame them. I feel like it's important to take your time in between games, reassess what you're thinking about.
We do appreciate the follows that you guys did drop us on Twitter. We don't share accounts, but I know you guys dropped me some, and I'm sure you guys dropped him some. And I did see in the chat that someone said just followed. So
appreciate it.
Shout outs to you guys, the real MVPs.
Yeah.
All 1836.
Word up, word up. Yeah, I appreciate you all coming out. And also, if you're already here, if you're not subscribed yet, you can always subscribe and join up the next one. We could be talking about you next time.
That's true, that's true. Look, if you want some coaching, we'll make sure it's you.
Yeah.
I'll give you the advice you need.
Yeah, 10th of February is our next one. of these sub-tournaments every other Sunday. Bi-monthly, in this case, it means every other week.
All right, we're using another word, bro. Every other week.
Yeah, that's a lot of words.
Can we call it?
There has to be something better. Some guy said fortnightly. I like that, but that sounds so...
Richter, we have counter picks. We have other characters.
All right, and I like this. I like this pick a lot more. If she's going to fight you far away, you can fight her far away almost as well. But the pocket is something that you have to take into consideration. So here we go. Game 3 of Losers Quarters, taking the Pokemon Stadium 2 with one of my favorite songs in this game, by the way, Battle Blade on. I'm just happy that we have good music on like neutral stage that's not Smashville. Or a neutral stage that's like popularly picked that's not Smashville and actually has good music. That's how I should say it. Here we go. CanPakes stuck on the ledge, eating a lot of axes, and doesn't want to put any of them in her pocket just yet. You have to be really picky and choosy on which one you want to put in the pocket, because I think axe, you can pull out another one. Holy water, I don't know if you can pull out another one.
Gotcha. We'll find out, I'm sure, at some point when CanPakes opts to actually take something. Beautiful conversion right there with that up tilt. Took the cross. And that's really amusing how the cross actually comes back, even though it doesn't particularly go that far.
Yeah, it's just there to kind of force you to respect space for a decent amount of time. And now using Richter's jab, very strong option. And chucking those axes. CanPakes having a hard time getting around those. The hit rate on those axes have been very good. And he gets one in the pocket, and I feel like that might have been close to killing if that connected.
I feel the same way. It's, you know, pocketed moves just do so much extra damage for almost every move that they grab. And axe is already strong.
Exactly. We've seen so many Richters and Simons kill with it like around 120, 130, depending on how heavy your character is. So something to keep in mind. But there's a way closer game so far. Using the second hit of down tilt just kind of get himself out of that corner.
And even if, you know, JDowT unfortunately does fall, much better matchup. Things are definitely going a lot more in his favor. So you have to respect the counter pick either way.
Yeah. Yeah, really wasn't cutting it there. He was just too big and too exploitable to kind of make happen. So you know, exploitable, one of the things that's worse about Richter, or so bad about Simon Richter, is their recovery. And I don't know if he has a jump. Yeah, that is free. You can either up B early or just take the hit.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if he was even in range to really grab it with his forward air at that point.
Yeah, he was a bit high up.
But he does have Isabelle at 109%, now 122. Definitely potentially could take that stock with an axe, an F smash, holy watered forward smash. There's a couple options, but you got to get going. And wow, at that damn midge.
Did you see how much hit lag that was? He was like sitting there for a full second thinking about his life choices.
Like, CanPakes could have taunted first.
Yeah, that was so much damage too. That was like 30-something off that one axe.
I do really like the get out of jail options that JDowT is choosing. When he is near that ledge, he's opting to double jump to kind of get back to center stage so he doesn't have to worry about getting edge guarded.
Oh no, he's a lot of damage from that Lloyd Rocket though. And yeah, it won't take a lot to force JDowT into an awkward position on that ledge, which he is. And I don't know if he can make it. No, just barely does, but you can't afford to be in that position again. Burns a jump. That tether reaches so long, and because of that, JDowT's able to stay alive. Toss that one out there. I don't know if that was a frustration one or a read one, but either way, the result's the same. Great forward smash with great results.
And that 121, now 143 is going to be so hard to come back. And speaking of difficult, it looked almost impossible as he would just exploded off the left side of that stage. And CanPakes is just in such a good position right now.
He really is. Especially now that he has that Lloyd Rocket eating up a lot of damage. If he tags out his jump, no, he doesn't, but still gets tossed by the fishing rod again. JDowT with no real answers to that so far. And he's just kind of swinging at him. The forward tilt's not connecting, the forward smash is not connecting. Nothing's really coming up for JDowT right now. It's all CanPakes controlling center stage and taking more opportunities and making more out of it.
It looks like, you know, JDowT is getting a bit frustrated. He is showing that he still does have some fight. Good stuff right there with that dash attack and that side B, but again, things like that, the smash attacks at pinpoint range, you know, things that aren't safe, he's really, you know, not sticking to his original game plan.
Yeah, definitely signs of bluster right now, but how can you not when you're so far behind against Isabelle? A character you can be frustrated and make comebacks against because she's just has so many projectiles.
Thought that axe was going to do it. He did take the cross. This is a good thing. Oh my gosh.
I will say, if that killed, I'm standing up and leaving.
It
But,
did.
Yeah. By extension, yeah, technically you did. So that will be Isabelle, played by CanPakes, taking that set 2-1, I believe. Yeah, because we shouldn't be in best of 5.